Okay, so the first one that you got was Canis Minor, and it's the Eight of Swords, and it's upside down. Okay, so when I see this card, it tells me that you're searching for something, and you're trying to find your way, and you're trying to think something through, and a lot of times you have to use cooperation, which here we have this Gemini symbol, which can mean cooperation, but it also means you have to use your intellect to get through. And then we also have Venus in this card as well. So meaning love and understanding needs to come into this reading and into the theme of what this story is about. And also with Canis Minor, he's protective and he's on the hunt as well. And so this tells me that there's some sort of communication that you're looking for, some sort of love that you're looking for, love and understanding. All right, and so the next card is the King of Swords, and it's cardinal air, and it's upright. So here's more swords. What you're trying to do is get your message across. You're trying to be heard. You're trying to decipher what serves you, what doesn't, to cut through the bull crap, to balance things out, to be fair. And that's really going to help with your relationship. And I think that with a lot of misinformation that's going on, it's really hard for you to see what the decision is or what needs to happen going forward. But that's why you also have the Serpent's card, which is the Four of Cups, and it's got the strategic planning of the Scorpio, and also it has some of this Pluto energy, meaning transformation. So what this is telling me is that you're really concerned about someone that you care about, and you are trying to make a decision over them, and this decision could maybe even affect their health or their well-being. Okay, so that is the theme of the story, is love and understanding, a decision of health and well-being. So if that resonates with you, please let me know down below that this is some sort of decision you're trying to make regarding someone you love and their health and well-being. And let's just move on and see what's next. So what we're going to do is clarify these cards and get really personal with the Rider-Waite deck. And that's going to tell us what it is that you're trying to decide, and also maybe some blessings that Uranus is going to give you by exposing this message. So if you're ready to hear a blessing, please type down below, I'm ready to hear the blessing. And let's see what these cards say. Okay, so what do we have? Oh, okay, interesting. All right, so you have the Three of Cups, which is upside down, which means that somewhere along the lines there's some sort of lack of communication or lack of clarity, which we talked about here in this card, where you need to be working with people, working with a partner, working with maybe even two people, a group of people, but things have been uncooperative lately. That's why this is upside down. So you're feeling a lack of cooperation for sure. And that is something that Uranus is going to tell you you're going to have to change. You're going to have to figure out a way through this lack of cooperation. It's going to really rely on that big decision that you have. And then we also have the Three of Swords. Again, you have the swords and cups. So you're upside down here with this, with the Three of Swords in the heart, meaning that you're going to avoid a broken heart with this particular person, because you're going to find a way through with this clarification and with this decision that you're making, because really at the end of the day it's about this person's wealth and health, health and well-being. Okay, so that is going to help you save this relationship and avert a broken heart, and it's going to require some communication. Okay, and what is going to happen when you get this really good communication and you express yourself to the person that you're caring about, the person that's involved in this reading here, and that wonderful, fair decision that you made? What's going to happen then is you're going to get this Page of Wands, where you sort of do this reboot, this start over, and this new attitude towards the situation. So I don't know what the situation is, but it definitely has to do with making a decision over health and also well-being of a person. And also you want a fresh start. And this, maybe someone could be not feeling so well and they need some sort of physical or emotional um, reboot. This could be something like if someone's going through an illness and then you help them to feel better, but it's a decision that you have to make. Or it could be just someone, you and another person need to cooperate with each other to get your health back to normal. Like you need to exercise or need to go outside more. You need to maybe lose some weight or eat right or do something. But the thing is that you're having a hard time getting this cooperation. And so Uranus, what it's gonna happen on August the 15th is Uranus is going to make you make a decision. And on a personal level, you're going to have to do this reboot. You're going to have to get better. And the person that you're trying to help is also going to have to get better. So whether you like it or not, it's coming. You will find yourself having to face this problem where your health and well-being needs to be put first. Okay, so that's what's happening here. Well, that's a good message, though. I mean, we can all use good health and well-being and get ourselves back on track, right? And do like a reboot. Maybe that's something you could do is Google some kind of sort of health reboot, and maybe that'll help you and this person, and then that will bring you to closer together, and you kind of avoid this like broken heart where you're not cooperating and everything, because maybe just with everything that's going on, both of you just feel so down that it's hard for you to feel good enough to do this reboot. But it's going to happen no matter what, because that's what Uranus is telling you right now. Okay, so if that resonated with you, if you really feel like your health and your wealth and your and also your well-being needs to be rebooted, then just type down below, I need a reboot, and it'll already start. It'll start on its way. So this next group of cards is going to be the energy you need for your reboot. And it's going to be messages from Uranus again to see what needs to happen for you to get through this time period and this reboot in the month of August, okay? So if you're ready to hear this message, please type down below, I'm ready for a good message, and let's see what's happening. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first card, well, they're all upright, so that's pretty good. So the first card is a walking away card. All right. So this means that you need to walk away from things that don't serve you right now, and that's usually what this cardinal air sign means too, is cutting through what doesn't serve you anymore, walking away from what doesn't serve you. So if there's something that's unhealthy and it's affecting your well-being right now, then you need to walk away from it somehow. And I wouldn't necessarily blame that on a person per se, but it could be just the actions that a person is doing that you have to walk away from, and or your own actions that are not healthy and not bringing you well-being. You have to walk away from those as well and say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I need to stop this. So you have to walk away. That's what Uranus is telling you, is that you have to just say no, okay? And then the next card is strategy, okay? And that makes sense too in this situation where you're trying to reach this reboot of this level of health and well-being, is that you want to use some sort of strategy. So if you're going on a program for a reboot, you need to really be sticking to it by writing things down and try to stay the course. Because a lot of times you'll start something, Pisces, and then you'll, put it on the back burner and then not finish it. But in this particular case, it's going to be very important to do it for as long as possible, and also have your partner do it for as long as possible, because it means a lot to both of you, and it's really going to bring you guys closer together. So have the other person who's in the relationship with you write it down too. Be like, okay, we did X, Y, and Z today. We met our goals today. Let's try tomorrow. And then just keep going with that, okay? And then the last card is going to be your fourth chakra, which is the Archangel Raphael, which this is a heart card. It's your heart chakra. So what that is saying is that you want to bring love and understanding into the situation that you're in, because that is going to help with your health and well-being. So instead of maybe accusing the other person of not doing what they need to do, or chastising them or berating them or whatever, I'm not saying you're doing that, but maybe in some sort of subtle way, this other person feels like you're not on their side, or that you're disappointed in them somehow. So bringing love and understanding is going to help both of you get through it. So where you can be like, oh, I love you. That's why I want you to try this reboot or this program. I love you. That's why I want this for you. Or I really care about your health, and I really care about their well-being. So if you do these steps and take these steps, then I'm going to be living with you longer. We're going to be in a relationship for longer. We're going to love each other longer. So it's all about that. And this doesn't have to also just be a love relationship. It could be relationships between you and your mom or your dad or your daughter or your son, or like whoever your person is. Okay, so that is what this reading is about, is love and understanding and health and well-being, and a strategy to get there, and some decision that you have to make that is going to really benefit everyone. So I really like this message for you, Pisces. I mean, I like it because it's doable. It's not one of those messages where, like for Scorpio, where it's like, oh, tell us the future, and like what's coming up next year or something like that. It's more of just like a really down to earth message. And I think that's what happens with Taurus, right? Is they give you a really down to earth message, and that's what Uranus's message through Taurus is on August the 15th, is this message of health and well-being and love and understanding. So I like it. I hope you like it. If you do like it, please just hit the like button and then subscribe to the channel so that you can come back to the channel.